Well, it's a different color, but that's about it. And it's upside down. Same music, though, from last time, too, so kind of makes you wonder. Okay, actually, I don't want to travel that area yet. I want to go to the right side so I can complete that map. Because once you get to a certain point on top of that platform, it locks into a la carte takes over for you, just so you can progress with the story. In fact, watch this. I'm going to go into Wing Smash mode, and then it'll automatically cancel out because it's going to turn a la carte into autopilot mode. See? Because now he needs to go back. And it's Shaft! Shaft! You know, didn't Richter kill you twice in the last game? We killed you. We killed your body, then we killed your spirit. So what the fuck am I looking at? Now I kind of vaguely remember this whole dialogue is going on. It's pretty much like Shaft is praising Alucard for getting this far. You know, he really should drop his weak human side to join Dracula. But Alucard says, "Fuck you! I'm not doing that. I just spent the last 6 hours of my life destroying everything that Dracula represents. So no, just not going to." Not gonna work. Shaft, on the other hand, is a pathetically easy boss, even without the Crisogrim. He just floats around, he does a few of these attacks. It's a boss fight that would have been challenging in an old school Castlevania, but in a new school Castlevania such as this, where I have mid-air control, all kinds of weapons, all kinds of defenses, offenses, all kinds of shit like that, it's pathetically easy. And you know what? Just for the fuck of it, I'm going to do Soul Steal on your ass, just because I haven't done it in such a long time. Alright, Shaft. I'm gonna show you why you don't deserve the name Shaft. Shaft's badass. You are not badass. Come on, Soul Steal. No, not Hellfire Alucard. You know, the amount of times I'm hitting him, I might as well just kill the damn bastard. There we go, Soul Steal. Yeah, you know, this looks threatening, but it's not hurting me at all. Oh! You claim to love the darkness. Dwell there for all of eternity. But Count Dracula will resurrect this world with the searing flames of chaos. Ow! Shit. Have you? Now loading. Good lord, I wasn't a load screen to transition this to the boss fight. Well, welcome to the final boss of the game. It's Dracula. Father. Well met, my son. It's been a long time. I was hoping we would not see each other again. I cannot allow you to leave here, Father. You have ever been an ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother? Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them. Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world! Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again! Behold my true form and despair! Well, yeah, eat Alucard shield and shield rod, bitch. Eat it, 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 and eat it, eat it, eat it, and he's dead. Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more. How? How is it that I have been so defeated? You have been doomed ever since you lost your ability to love. Sarcasm. For what profit it is to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. Ellipses. Tell me, what were Lisa's last words? She said, "Do not hate humans, for if you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm, for theirs is already a hard lot." She also wanted to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity. I think that's what she says. Oh, this is long. Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son. And now we witness Dracula's amazing Technicolor death. Look at that. That's so cheap looking. It doesn't look that bad in the PlayStation version. And now we get our final CG cutscene, which still looks like ass. Show the damn movie already, would you? Come on. God sakes, the load times aren't this bad. Yeah, there we go. So, clouds envelop the sky, something we haven't seen before. And a beam of light shreds Castlevania to pieces. Even, I'm guessing this also precludes the reverse castle. We don't actually see the reverse castle get torn to shit. We just see the normal castle get torn to shit by this holy light. But it's a great musical piece that's playing right here. It's only for a few seconds, but it's a great piece. Really signifies that you really accomplished a lot. Beautiful. Of course, it looks better in the PS1 version. And let's see if I got the good ending or not. I should have. I did cover a lot of the map. So let's see. So you made it. I'm so glad you're alright. I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault that you had to fight your own father. No matter. I had my own reasons for destroying him. It must have been painful for you. Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. I understand. Alucard, what will you do now? The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best if I were to disappear from this world. Forever. Until the sequel. I see. Farewell then. We'll not meet again. There's a number 2 in there. I'm not sure what that means. Alucard? Don't you want to go after him, Maria? Yep, okay, that's the best ending. There's always a long ellipsis before Maria says anything, and now Maria actually wants to follow Alucard, because he doesn't want to leave her sight. So Richter completely understands, and says, Maria, you know what, just fuck it, go after him. And now they're saying their farewells, and Maria is going to try and follow Alucard, because we never know the result of that. And that, my friends, is the end of Dracula X, Nocturne in the Moonlight. That's what it's called in Japan. And now we have the most out-of-place song in Castlevania history. And I know some people think some people really like this song. It's called I Am the Wind. I don't know who sings this, actually. But anyway, and it just sounds so out of place for the Castlevania songs. In the Xbox Live version, it's a musical piece from Lament of Innocence, that's the PS2 3D game. And in the PSP version, it's a completely new song called Serenade Symphony, which is actually my favorite version of the credits music in this game. Look that up if you ever get the chance. It's actually a really great piano piece. But yeah, that is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Saturn version, it's Nocturne in the Moonlight, I should call it that, actually. one of my favorite games of all time. You know, I had no problem at all sitting on my ass here 6 hours straight with just little breaks in between just to beat this game. I got the best ending. I covered all the map, nearly all the map anyway. You know, I got all the best weapons. I showed you the most broken techniques. I showed you just about every single boss in the game. You know, there are a few things I may have missed, like I didn't get the exclusive Nose Demon card. I missed that. And I didn't get I don't think I got the Bat Familiar that I could have showed you guys that. I also missed a power-up for the Wolf power-up, but then again, it really doesn't matter because they're all trivial things at best. You know, unless you're playing, you know, like you're limiting yourself on purpose. But yeah, I can play this game no matter how many times I play it in a row. I never get sick of it. Like, this is actually my 4th time playing this for this channel. I went through 3 different tests for this channel before I got it right. At first, I did the Xbox Live version, but then, excuse me, and then I figured, you know what? I want to do the Saturn version. So what I went out of my way. I purchased the Saturn version. It cost me $75 because I got it from PlayAsia.com. You know, and I got a Pro Action Replay to play the damn game. And here's it. Like I rarely saw any Saturn LPs. I'm sorry, LPs of the Saturn version of the game. And unless I'm mistaken, I rarely see any of them. So at Mad Hatter, what the fuck? Anyway, so I figured let me do the Saturn version. You know, because when I get to doing this for Brain Scratch, and I think it's gonna be me that does it anyway. Like, I'm gonna do the PlayStation version because I want all of us to make fun of the horrible voice acting. But you know, in this game, I've made fun of this game plenty of times enough. So I figured, you know what? Let's do the Saturn version. Well, I'm gonna do the Saturn version. I think it needs to have a little more love because though the exclusive areas, there are not much to look at in terms of level structure and design. I do love a few things the Saturn version has. First off, I love the fact that you can play as Alucard, Richter, and Maria right from the get-go instead of having to beat the game as Alucard first. I love Maria's gameplay. You know, she's incredibly ridiculously broken in terms of what she can do, but it's still a great option. I love the optional Maria boss fight the Saturn version has. You know, I even though they're small as hell, I do like the extra areas. I love the extra music. You know, and I do love a few of the extra items the Saturn version has. I think the Saturn version is incredibly underrated. It's still Symphony of the Night that you know and love. It just doesn't look as pretty as the PlayStation version, but it's still a great game. So I can't recommend you enough Symphony of the Night in general. I don't care what version you get. The PlayStation version, Xbox Live, PSP, Sega Saturn, go for it. This is such an incredible game. You know, if you love Super Metroid, if you love any of the 2D Metroid titles, get this game. This was the game that coined the term Metroidvania, with combination of Castlevania and Metroid, and this is definitely one of the best 2D platforming adventures that you can ever play. If I were ever, I'm gonna a little spoiler here, but if I were ever to review this game, it would get a perfect 10 out of 10 out of me. You know, I'm sorry for spoiling that score there, but that's how much I love this game. This is a fantastic game. And, you know what? That's pretty much... I've managed to talk my way through the entire credits. That's awesome. Alright. That, my friends, is Castlevania Dracula X, Nocturne and Moonlight for the Sega Saturn. I haven't done an LP by myself in such a long time. I'm looking to my right, and the sun has not began to rise yet. I think... What time is it, actually? It's 4:48 in the morning, and I'm actually still kind of lit up. Like, I'm not tired at all. But anyway, will I ever do a Richter playthrough or a Maria playthrough? I'm not sure. Maybe sometime down the road. I'm not sure. It depends on how much you guys want to see it, actually, to be honest. But with all that said, I'm Johnny, the Super Gamer Brothers. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great night, and thanks.